Hey golfers, it's Dave from Fit2U Golf. Today I'm going to be conducting a semi-scientific experiment to see how swing weight affects where the ball makes contact with the face, to see if by changing the swing weight I can get a more consistent pattern. What I'm going to be using for this is some pretty basic equipment, some face tape to get the impact of the ball pattern, and the 7-iron that I use for swing weight fitting, which is a Maltby KE4S. It's 37.5 inches in length, has an Excalibur regular flex shaft. The reason I like this club is because it has 2 weight ports. If I remove the weights, the swing weight is D1. If I put in 2 2-gram weights, one in each position, it's D3. 2 4-gram weights is D5. 2 6-gram weights is D7. I can go higher, but that's where I'm going to stop for this test. So, why don't we get to the range, and afterwards we'll come back here and take a look at the results. Okay, I'm back from the range. Let's take a look at the results. So if you look at the findings, you can see that overall my typical miss tend to be out towards the toe on all 4 swing weights. My grouping was tightest at D1, but still a little bit out towards the toe. D3 I would say was a slightly better grouping. You can see though as it went up in swing weight, D5 and D7, I started to miss more consistently out towards the toe. So for me, these were actually very affirming. When I first got my irons, they were fit for me, and they were 5/8 over standard length and weighted at D4. And I changed my swing somewhat, and I found I wasn't making consistent contact. So I did some experimentation. I cut them down so they're just slightly over standard length, and they're all swing weighted at D2.5. My irons, anyway. So hopefully this has helped you to give an idea of what you might do to find the right swing weight for your clubs. Again, this was semi-scientific. To be fully scientific, it would have been a double-blind study where the clubs and I both didn't know the swing weight. Pretty sure the clubs didn't know. But ideally, I would have had someone changing the weights and giving me a club without me knowing what the swing weight was in some random order. But for something that you can try at home into a net or out on the range, with some face tape and some lead tape or some other way of weighting like the club I used, you can dial in your swing weight too. I hope this has been helpful. Stay tuned, and as always, stay positive. What do you mean I'll look like an idiot if I wear a hat indoors? I don't need a hat to look like an idiot.